Hi, I'm Stackpool from Stackpool.com. I want to share with you some of the different value proposition models that we observe in the market and the journeys that our clients are making from either their current value proposition model to a new model. We use a grid, a 4-stage grid, and there's 2 axes to it. The vertical is the level of complexity in the client's life, how much financial complexity they're suffering from, with high complexity at the top and low at the bottom. Now, people with high complexity need a lot of advice. People with a low complexity probably don't need much advice, probably just want more product. So high complexity at the top, low at the bottom. But the vertical is easy compared to the horizontal. Horizontal, we break up what is the focus of excellence? What is the focus that the advisory firm is placing on in their business? Is their focus on what they do? Is the focus to what they do? They're very, very good at servicing lots of different clients, or they're very, very good in capital gains tax, or they're very, very good at self-managed super, or they're very, very good at picking investments. That's their centre of excellence. That's what their brochures all convey, their website conveys. So you've got people at one end who focus everything they do on being good at what they do. Whereas the other value propositions we see increasingly are for those firms that focus on why they're doing it. And so you've got firms at one end with value propositions on what they do, and firms at the other end who are focusing on value propositions on why they're doing it. And this is where we think the market's now broken up into 4 areas. So in the bottom left, you've got what we would call, these are the large suppliers in the marketplace. This is where the banks sit today. They're very, very good at having a fairly clear, this is what we do, we're compliant in what we do, we're good at what we do, and we're trying to serve a mass market that hasn't got much complexity in their life. They're very, very good at that. And so these are the people who are the product suppliers in the industry. They're doing a great job. They've got a good value proposition for people without that much complexity in their lives. And they're focusing on what and making sure what they do is compliant. Up here, you've got people who I call the gurus in the marketplace. Now, whilst you can have gurus and advisors in every box, but these people, outstandingly, their guruship is earned on what they do. They're specialists at capital gains tax. They're specialists at investments. They're specialists at underwriting issues. They're specialists at creating estate plans that work or structures that work. They're very, very good at what they do, and that's their expertise. It's like Sydney's best orthopaedic surgeon, for instance. They're known for what they do. Now, these are the likes, I call this the Warren Buffett quadrant. I call this quadrant down here the Walmart or the Coles or the Woolies quadrant. These quadrants over here, though, is we think where the industry is going to. So over in the bottom quadrant, you've got a proposition where why we're doing business as compared to what we do. Why we're doing business, we're getting increasingly, we see this is the market where we call is the financial care proposition. And this is where I think the industry super funds are making some inroads, because they're focusing on, they still do the investments or the insurances or the asset selection, but they're doing it more for why they're doing it. They're trying to give their members something select, something niche-y, something specific to them. They're focusing more on why we're doing it as compared to the what they're doing. I call this the Nelson Mandela quadrant. So Mandela was trying to approach, or these people are trying to approach those with low complexity with a solution that fits the outcomes that they're seeking as compared to being known for what they do. Yes, there's probably better specialists over here, specifically in each task, but these people are trying to engage with a mass market and deliver what we call financial care. The top right, we think, is a quadrant of choice for advisory firms moving forward. The top right, we call this the financial consultant quadrant. The financial consultant quadrant, this is the mentor consultant. This is the mentor role. Their alignment is that we are fundamentally focusing on why we're doing stuff, which is the outcomes the client desires. For a group of people who've got high complexity in their lives, it's got a much lower ratio of advisor to client than these people down here, but they've got a much stronger bond because everything they're doing is aligned to the outcomes for the client, and they don't want to be known as being geniuses in any particular area. They're geniuses at maximising the probability of the clients achieving why they're working together. They are the 4 quadrants we see that value propositions are developing up towards. Which one are you in? I'm Stackpool from Stackpool.com.